Hey, what's up? Welcome to my second video on this channel in a row where I just exclusively talk about betas for games that aren't out yet. Today I'm going to be talking about the Monster Hunter Wilds beta, which I played about 5 minutes ago, and honestly, it's pretty good. In terms of my experience with Monster Hunter, I've so far played Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Rise, but I haven't really beaten any of those. I think, let me see here. Yeah, okay. So I've got 40 hours in Monster Hunter World and 15 in Monster Hunter Rise. So I never really grinded out too much, but I feel like I have enough experience with this series to talk about my impressions for Monster Hunter Wilds. So honestly, this game so far is pretty sick. I really like the direction they're going in it. It feels a lot more akin to Monster Hunter World than it did anything Monster Hunter Rise related. Obviously, you don't have the grapple bugs anymore. I forget what they're called, but you know what I'm talking about. But honestly, I still think that the movement's really fluid. I really enjoy the new mount that they have in the game, the Secret, I think it's called. I haven't played any of the older titles, so maybe that's in some of those, but for me at least, this is a first, and I really enjoyed it. I really like how it has like kind of this smart pathing system, so it'll lead you to the enemy in the most efficient way. I think it's super cool. And yeah, I mean, this game is just visually really cool, and I really enjoyed the setting. It's super sick to see a Monster Hunter like kind of set in an arid, like desert environment. I feel like you're used to getting these lush rainforests and jungles, and I don't know, it's kind of cool to see like the other side of it, you know? Instead of, like landscapes overtaken with sprawling life, it's kind of just the opposite of that. And it's just this dry and barren wasteland, honestly. And I think that's really cool, especially with a name like Wilds. I mean, I kind of going into it, obviously, it gives the desert vibes, but I don't know. I'm surprised to see that they're really going all in, but it's an awesome direction, and I'm super excited for it. So I didn't actually put too much time into character creation, obviously. I think my guy is called John Monster Hunter, because I figured I'll just make them for real when the beta's over. But yeah, the character customization, once again, is sublime in this game. I feel like Monster Hunter always does that super well. They always have amazing character creation and all of this customization that you can do. So I think, once again, that's a thing. And yeah, for the first time in the series, Monster Hunter Wilds allows you to equip armor from the other like body set. I think it's kind of a cool feature. You can kind of just dress your character however you want, no matter what. Because notoriously in Monster Hunter, some of the suits look better on other body types than they do like for the other, or they can look completely different. So I think that kind of adds a bit more customization to the game, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, this is, I think, the first Monster Hunter game too where your character is fully voiced. Not like fully voiced. You're not speaking all the time, but the character does talk quite a bit during cutscenes. Never really like a whole monologue, but they do like say sentences here and there, and they do talk where it's necessary. And honestly, I really like that. It makes sense because like in the previous Monster Hunter games as well, like you'd pick your voice pitch and things like that. So it makes sense to be able to have your character talk. I mean, there is some customization in it after all, but I don't know. I think it's cool. I don't know how veterans of the series may feel about that. I feel like it could take a little bit away from like inserting yourself into this character and imagining that this is really you. But then again, there's no monsters in real life, so I think it's cool. I like that it kind of adds to the world building, and yeah. To be honest, I skipped all of the cutscenes, so you can be upset at me in the comments for that if you want. But I figured I'll just listen or I'll just watch them on release. So I'm just gonna stick to doing that. But yeah, no, honestly, super excited for this game. I did also notice that the movesets were a bit retooled because I'm playing with the Insect Glaive, or Glaive. I don't know how to pronounce it, which was my main back in Monster Hunter Rise, and not in World. Actually, in World, I mained the dual daggers. I loved using like the demon mode thing, the demon frenzy. I forget what it's called. But yeah, anyways, I'm using the same weapon that I used in Monster Hunter Rise. I'll probably, when the game's fully out, test around with different movesets and see what I like the most. But as of right now, I'm kind of sticking to the Insect Glaive. Yeah, no, I mean, it controls supers fluidly. It's like all of the other games. I feel like it's a little bit more refined, honestly, if anything. There's a lot more, I guess they're a little clearer on what the different moves are, and I feel like it's less confusing. It's a bit more streamlined, which I always appreciate. I think that's awesome. Without, taking away from the complexity of it in the little time that I had, at least. That's what I was able to glean. But yeah, it's fun to play still, and the key bindings have been changed a little bit, but that's like something that you can get used to very easily. But honestly, this was just a really fun beta. I'm sure it's probably similar to the demo or beta that went up on the PlayStation servers a couple of months ago, but this is my first time checking it out on PC, and I thought that was really fun, and I'm looking forward to the full release of this game. I did also enjoy the emphasis on like targeting certain parts of the monster's body, which were kind of like, you know, more damaged parts in order to deal more attack damage, which I think was also in the previous games, but it feels like it's much more of a fleshed out mechanic now, which I think is really cool. But yeah, honestly, all in all, it was a super fun demo, super fun beta, and I'm looking forward to the full release on sometime in the future. When is it out? On February 28th. So if you're interested in it too, then feel free to check it out then. And yeah, I highly recommend it. So yeah, that was my experience, and that's all. If you like this video, subscribe to my main channel, Chepek. This channel is really just kind of me rambling. So yeah.